Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new podcast episode. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that often goes unnoticed but plays a huge role in our country's economy. It is called micro businesses.
That's right, John. This episode is based on a study we carry out for our statistics methods class at La Salle University, guided by Professor Nicolás Quiroga Rojas. Our work is inspired by data from DANE, the National Administrative Department of Statistics, which analyzes how micro business in Colombia operate, who runs them, how they work, what challenges they face, and their role in generating employment.
When we talk about micro businesses, we mean those small economic activities with fewer than nine people working. They include corner stores, food stands, workshops, hair salons, street vendors, and many other small scale jobs that sustain thousands of families.
Exactly. These businesses are a vital part of employment in Colombia. In many cases, they're the only source of income for entire families, especially in urban areas. So, studying them helps us understand not only how the economy moves, but also how millions of Colombians live and work.
Our main goal was to analyze the socioeconomic and productive characteristic of microbusinesses, their structure, size, economic sectors, and the conditions of their owners.
We want to identify the factors that either support or limit the growth. Things like access to credit, use of technology, and whether they're part of the formal economy with health and pension contributions. These elements are key to understand their sustainability and their contribution to national development. The development.
That's right. Let's start with employment. Between 2020 and 2025, the number of people working in microbusinesses increased, both men and women. After the pandemic, the sector recovered significantly. Men are still the majority, but the interesting part is that women's participation is growing faster.
Yes, that's an important sign of real female inclusion in the labor market. Even though there are still gaps, more women are choosing to become entrepreneurs of self-employed, often combining their business with family responsibilities. Now, let's talk about the main sector where this business operates. Commerce remains the strongest. Corner shops, street markets, clothing sales, and similar activities. But there are also many micro business in personal service such as beauty salons, transport, and food preparation.
During the pandemic, these sectors suffered a big drop, but starting in 2021, they began to recover steadily. Transportation and service activities grew again, showing the resilience and adaptability of Colombia's informal economy. So moving to the next topic, the type of work and entrepreneurship. Most people involved in micro businesses work on their own without employees. They are self-employed individuals who create their own income sources.
And when we look at the reasons behind starting this business, we find that the main one is still economic necessary, I mean necessity, not having another source of income. However, more people are also starting business because they see an opportunity or because they want independence. That's a great sign. It means mm, entrepreneurship is slowly becoming a choice for growth, not just survival. Now, let's talk about formality and social security. One of the most concerning issues is the lack of formalization. Most business owners don't contribute to health or pension systems, even though employment numbers are rising. Informality remains very high, which means less stability and um, fewer social protections.
That's right. And that has long-term consequences. Without social contributions, many workers won't have access to retirement benefits or proper healthcare. It is a big challenge for the country, showing that not all work equals decent or secure employment. The next topic about these micro businesses is going to be an area of technology and payment methods. But not everything is negative in this case. One of the most positive trends is the increased use of technology among micro businesses. More people are using cell phones to communicate with customers, advertise their products, or manage orders through social media.
And when it comes to payments, digital methods are growing fast. Even though cash is still dominant, bank transfers and online payments have increased since 2022. That means entrepreneurs are adapting to digital tools and finding safer, more efficient ways to manage their income. Now, to talk about access to credit, when it comes to financing, the data show that most micro business owners don't have access to credit. Even though the economy is recovering, getting a loan or financial support is still very difficult.
Exactly, and without credit, it's hard to grow, to buy equipment, invest, or expand operations. That's why financial inclusion is such a key issue for this sector. If access to credit improves, micro businesses could become stronger, more formal, and more productive.
So to conclude or to give the final conclusions, micro business are an essential part of Colombia's economic fabric. They represent hard work, creativity, and independence, but they also show to challenge many people face informality, lack of financing, and limited institutional, I'm sorry, and limited institutional support.
Still, there are positive signs. More women are joining the market, more people are using technology, and the economy continues to recover step by step. The goal now is to help these small businesses growing and becoming sustainable, formal, and competitive.
Exactly. Promoting financial education, digital inclusion, and access to social protection could make a huge difference for millions of small entrepreneurs. They truly are the silent engine that keeps Colombia's economy moving.
All right, thank you so much for listening. We hope this episode helped you better to understand of reality of micro businesses in Colombia and their vital role in society. See you next time. Bye bye.